Let me ask you something. Have you ever looked down at your stomach and thought, I don't even eat that much, so why is this still here?
What makes it more confusing is this. You might not even look overweight. Your clothes fit. Your weight hasn't changed much.
But there's this deep belly fat that just won't go away. And here's the scary part. That fat isn't just cosmetic. It's visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your organs, messes with your hormones, and quietly increases your risk for diabetes, heart disease, and fatigue. Most people try to fight it with harder workouts, stricter diets, or extreme fasting. And most people fail because visceral fat doesn't respond well to force. It responds to systems.
And that's where the Japanese method comes in.
In this video, I'm going to walk you through a simple Japanese-inspired approach to losing visceral fat faster without extreme dieting, without exhausting workouts, and without turning your life upside down.
We'll cover why visceral fat behaves differently, 5 practical Japanese methods that target it directly, common mistakes that slow your progress, and how to make this sustainable, not miserable.
Nothing here is magic, but it is proven, cultural, and realistic. If you stick with me until the end, you'll walk away with a clear plan you can actually start today. Let's start with something most videos skip: how the Japanese think about fat. In Japan, weight loss isn't framed as punishment for overeating. It's framed as restoring balance. They focus less on calories and more on how the body feels after eating. Full but light, satisfied but not heavy.
Visceral fat builds when the body stays in a constant state of stress, high insulin, high cortisol, poor digestion.
So the first method isn't exercise, it's awareness. Ask yourself, do I eat fast or slow? Do I stop when I'm full or when the plate is empty? Do I feel heavy after meals? This shift alone changes how your body stores fat. When stress drops, visceral fat becomes easier to access. Method 2. Hara Hachi Bu, the 80% rule. This is one of the most famous Japanese practices. Hara Hachi Bu means eat until you're 80% full. Not stuffed, not uncomfortable, just enough.
Here's why this works for visceral fat. When you eat to 100% full, your insulin stays elevated longer. That tells your body, store energy, don't burn. But when you stop at 80%, insulin comes down faster and your body returns to fat-burning mode sooner.
The key is pacing. In Okinawa, one of the world's longest living regions, meals are slow. People talk, they pause, they notice fullness creeping in. Put your fork down between bites. Take a breath halfway through your meal. Ask, am I satisfied yet?
At first, it feels strange, but within a week, your stomach adjusts, and visceral fat responds surprisingly fast. Method 3. Daily gentle movement, not intense workouts. Here's another counterintuitive truth. The Japanese don't rely on brutal workouts to lose belly fat. They rely on daily movement, walking, standing, stretching, light cycling. Why does this matter? Visceral fat is highly sensitive to cortisol, the stress hormone. Intense workouts, especially when you're tired or underfed, can actually increase cortisol. That makes visceral fat stubborn. But low-intensity movement does the opposite. It lowers stress while increasing fat usage. A simple benchmark: 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day. Short walks after meals, even 5 to 10 minutes. Gentle stretching before bed. This keeps insulin low, blood sugar stable, and fat burning consistent. Not dramatic, but extremely effective. Method 4. Warm foods and drinks. Digestive advantage. This one sounds small, but it's powerful. In Japanese culture, warm foods are prioritized. Soups, tea, cooked vegetables, cold drinks, and raw foods are used sparingly. Why? Because digestion uses energy.
Cold foods slow digestion and reduce metabolic efficiency. Warm foods improve blood flow, gut motility, insulin sensitivity, all of which affect visceral fat.
Warm water or green tea in the morning. Soup as a starter before meals. Fewer iced drinks, especially at night. This isn't about calories. It's about signaling safety to the body. When the body feels safe, it lets go of stored fat.
Method 5. Protein plus fiber first. Japanese plate order. In many Japanese meals, carbs are not eaten first. They come after protein and vegetables. This order matters. Eating protein and fiber first slows glucose absorption, reduces insulin spikes, improves satiety. That directly targets visceral fat.
Try this plate order. Vegetables or soup. Protein, fish, eggs, tofu, chicken. Rice or carbs last. You're not removing carbs. You're just timing them better. Over weeks, this alone can flatten the belly significantly. Method 6. Sleep as a fat loss tool. This might be the most overlooked method. In Japan, sleep is respected. Not perfect, but intentional. Visceral fat is highly linked to poor sleep. Less sleep, higher cortisol, higher hunger, lower insulin sensitivity. Aim for consistent sleep times. Dark, cool rooms. No heavy meals right before bed. Even improving sleep by 30-60 minutes can noticeably reduce belly fat over time. I used to underestimate this until I noticed the weeks I slept better. My waistline changed, even without dieting harder. Examples and mini stories. Think about two people. One eats healthy, but fast, stressed, and late at night. The other eats simple food, slowly, walks daily, and sleeps well. Same calories, very different results. The Japanese method favors the second person. That's why it works long term. Pitfalls, warnings. Now, let's talk about what doesn't work.
Mistake number 1. Starving yourself. This raises cortisol and protects visceral fat. Mistake number 2. Overdoing HIIT every day. Great for fitness, not great for stressed bodies. Mistake number 3. Expecting overnight results. Visceral fat drops first internally before you see it in the mirror. Give it 2 to 3 weeks. Trust the process. Summary/key takeaways. Let's recap. To lose visceral fat using the Japanese method, focus on balance, not punishment. Eat to 80% full. Move gently every day. Favor warm foods and drinks. Eat protein and fiber before carbs. Protect your sleep. None of this is extreme. That's why it works. Call to action/encouragement. If you've been fighting your body, maybe it's time to work with it instead. Start with just one habit today. One walk, one slower meal, one earlier bedtime. Small changes compound. If you found this helpful, give the video a like. It helps more than you think. Subscribe if you want more calm, realistic approaches to health, focus, and self-improvement. And remember, you don't need to be harsher on yourself. You need to be smarter and kinder. I'll see you in the next one.